before them and it worked for them.
Yeah.
That's why
what works for you.
Into ekusebenzelayo do that. Ngoba ekugqibeleni izinto zininzi. There are Christians who denounce African spirituality, ubungoma, or rituals, into ezinjalo. Yabona nditsho uba dealing with people, yabona, in my process, nyanga abantu, ufike omnye athi uba efemelini ingxaki ngo abangeni kwayiloo nto yamasiko. Ndithi mna kuzofana uba uxhela ibhokhwe senze kanje nakanje sitshise impepho phaa emsamo sithethe sithi ingxaki ngoku
abangene ekhaya
andizigqibeli ngokwam. Ngoku ibe nzima loo nto uba umhlali ibimhlupha into imhluphayo.
Akancedakali Christianity or is it some of those cases? Because ziyenzeka ezobuye ufumanise uba nyhani ke uhamba ngokholo kodwa ingxaki yakho mhlawumbe idinga something else. And that's the other thing, like with
that
me,
you cannot deny, zidinga isiko.
Like with me, I'm not here to deny uba eziwe ufika isebenze.
We shouldn't be on these platforms to deny or denounce or dispute or whatever. But we should speak.
Yes.
Speak about
because I feel like with Christianity, the other thing is a lot of the stuff is not premised on this earth much. Like a lot of the promises for the next life.
I've always had an issue with that, the next life thing. I don't know, maybe it's me because I might be a person who wants things now.
Okay.
I've always had an issue with that. For me, Chucha, it doesn't make sense why Alex must be Stamamshamen and be a rich man somewhere else.
Me neither.
Why go through that pain? Is my question. I've never really understood that.
Let me put it this way.
Well, from a spiritual view, or from a
in a spiritual view, if we're now you are going the direction you are supposed to be going.
What you are on earth is what you'll be in the afterworld.
Let's look at
is preparation.
Let's look at Africa of old
for the afterlife.
Let's look at Africa of old before Christianity and what we've learned about that.
I must think before why Christianity, because there's always that church, but Christianity has always been there, but it did not have the word Christianity.
Yeah.
So therefore, when we fight as black people who believe in African ways, we always fight the white Christianity.
Okay, let's say
even though because there's literature, there's instances, there's stories that state about Christianity is not white.
Yeah.
Well, at least not the African Christianity. And then people go on to make examples, but people have always been praying. Now it kind of links with what Mani keeps reiterating, but if family has that prayer linking with this nyanya, which for him we actually I understand for
yeah.
I think the white Christianity teaches suits. I think that I can the wrong by suits, but
the clean one.
the actual the buildings. That's the Christianity I think.
Okay, let me also put it this way, like for me, I'm a Christian as it is. I can spend a minimum of 5 months at Joburg without doing with my Christianity. Ikona lanto yokuba xa sengekho ekhaya or around my, like in the vicinity of ikhaya nalapho kulela imbeleko yami ngeke ngafuna ugoduka. And lonto I still can't explain it, and ayikho into andiguli kuba kuthiwa ugula uba yandoda ugula sizoyidiagnose le ikhona nje lanto ukuba ndinqubile. And nam ndiyazi phakathi ba yona nto ezonceda ugoduka. Yebo, I still can't explain it.
I just felt something going through up in my end when you said ugoduka.
Yeah, one.
Because song is thing of ugoduka. We need to find
the emphasis.
As much as you say it's just a feeling now that you can't explain.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that is psychological. Not in family. It's more
spirit.
subconscious, but if you want to take it to the mind. But it's about you, like connecting. It's about the spirit wanting to feel like
but my thing is now must I
so
worship?
sometimes you need to just get home.
But must I worship?
We do not work. That's one big mistake
Yeah.
people make. We
Yeah,
not
but-
worship our ancestors.
Okay,
We
yeah,
acknowledge
but-
them.
Yes.
Wena dlangamandla uguqa wakho emsampa awuzubathandazo dlangamandla
Uzocela amandla, uzocela
Uzowakhahlela.
ukhanyisela, uzocela indlela.
uzosho uba ndiyanibona nikhona
Ndiyanikahlela.
exactly.
Okay.
It's all about acknowledgement. That's it.
Ndiyanibona nikhona ngabe nina
Kuze
niyabona
nabo.
na.
Exactly. You tell them uba hey nina
Yeah,
njani kanje
reciprocate.
Njani kanje?
Unrequited, okanye-
I'm you. Basically, when you are them, they live within you, they are there with you. Yonke indawo ohamba kuyo. Like I used to say this before ntwasa nokuthwasa, I'd feel uba andihambi wadiwa. Mna I would go on like solo drinking sprees where at whatever time I feel yeah, the most dangerous places one man survived kuba ndiyazi. Like
You just had
subconsciously
that.
I knew, but I felt them bahamba
Bahamba
nami
nawe, so uthatha i-risk.
all the time. I nakhona it's yeah, well, it was a risky part of my
You're abusing the privilege
life.
of protection that
But
comes from the
ekugqibeleni
powers
they
that
are
be.
part of you yabo. So you need to acknowledge them. Ungathi no. So when you just expect them to mhlawumbi also when benzela umsebenzi, what's the point wenzela umsebenzi when you've been waphika lonke ixesha? Fanele uba acknowledge every day uthi uba nina bomtimkhulu uthi uba kuhle namhlanje
Okay.
izolo bewukubi yabo ubonge. Kubalulekile ukwenza umbongo for yazi umbongo is something endike I prescribe it to a lot of my patients. Seriously,
ungrateful.
umbongo.
Wanibetha nge-prescription badala.
Something as simple as just preparing a feast for them, like wenza iladi yabo. Xa ndithi wenza iladi apho you are just perhaps mhlambi uyabonga okanye but you are feeding them okanye uyangxengxeza for something you did okanye okanye uyacela uba bakhanyisele mhlambi you got plans mhlambi business or mhlambi skolo or whatever. You talk to them, communicate nabo.
Nomtshato madoda yathandazela, hey, yawo umtshato, ungayilivanga.
Yabona-ke le into nake
Slay queen
yenye
as
into
well.
nje vele izenze nari indaba ndathi so shy traditional wedding ne white wedding. White wedding is traditional
To them.
for the white people.
Big facts.
Facts,
So
Big facts.
ungasho okay no I want
debate.
it. Ungasikuthi kuba okay no I
Ufuna
want it.
seyithando,
Yeah, ufuna wesilungu.
ufuna amani qha.
Yeah. Ungayibeka nje kanjalo.
Ungathi
Ungathi
traditional no white.
Hayi.
Okay, I think badala kudala sithetha sihluzisisa lento. No, ngiyacaba uyagcwala le pheyile. Le pheyile phekile iyagcwala ngoba. Futhi ukhona okanye ukhona osenento engapha ya avungathi noko.
Ayivole.
Ayithi kwenzele because thina mina personally do yona altiti andazi ke ngani ngihluthi yebo asuvima baya lo nxa ucephe egcola umlomo ndiyatsho kaloku ba mina ndihluthi mina ndazi ba niziva njani. I think there's always, we can never say we discuss spirituality or like a religion and say there's a full stop. It's an infinite thing. It's like knowledge, education. We can't say, it's just a matter of, but right now at this point, you think that you've heard everything you've wanted to hear in terms of but for me, there's always questions about these things because these are crazy things.
My thing is
Crazy
there's a whole nother world, ne? Like from my Christianity perspective, when I'm praying, there's times where you're doing warfare and our addresses it does nothing.
Okay. Exactly.
Dealer with another realm, a spiritual realm.
Exactly.
Like it's a whole other thing, bro. Like it's for me, it's something that kangabe ungeko spiritual minded or you don't have that eye. It's so hard to understand because it's a literal world with whole beings as Paya. That's why it's important to address into African spirituality. where are those? It's souls. And we're talking about souls that have departed this earth, ne? that are somewhere. Iti Bible, if those that have accepted Christ, no, they'll go to heaven. So they're saying that these souls are going there. And then African spirituality says that abantu babowenu bakhona in the spiritual realm, balap. It's also spirits. Like we're dealing with spiritual realms. Like you access them and bring them here to come effect change up.
Exactly.
In the spiritual realm, corner, there has to be lesser spirits and higher spirits.
Exactly.
Which are the higher spirits and which are the lower spirits? Because Tina City, the spirit of God is the spirit.
We're gonna my perspective on this is that yes, we're on the physical realm. Yes. And I believe that the main battle is not here at all.
It's not here.
It's in the spiritual realm.
Everything that's happening here is a result.
So
listen to this.
Need to reverse what the fight is there. Tinas lapa yoki tenzeka lapha
that's what prayer is. That's what prayer is. Uve abantu be pass praying in tongues and stuff like that. A lot of people don't understand it. People are there praying in tongues. Those are spiritual languages. Abathethi nani. You can be privy to understand what they're saying, but akuthethwa nani kuthethwa to things in the spiritual realm. Thina izinto ezenzeka apha says addresswele. That's what you do in prayer. Sometimes if ungumuntu who's got a spiritual eye, you even see these things as they're happening. You there loosening things about chains. It's things that people are seeing that are happening in the spirit as a situation. These things this is born in the physical valley, they aftershocks. That's why abantu be excessa is to effect change there. So that when those born up, they're not effecting change here. Nati abantu who are Christians, you praying and doing spiritual warfare in the spirit, so that things can be nice here.
Physical.
Okay. So I don't know, like from the African spirituality part, is it similar? Is it the same?
It is. It is.
That much, you know what?
Very
has
similar because
has Tuta and they said that time part of the show. It's because when we speak to you, there's that thing about. You see right now, you make sense. If someone would say, is that guy a Christian? A lot of Christians would say no. That's a fact. I think anyone around this table would say that's not a Christian. I think people feel mistaken that, we're Christian, you have to be a white Christian. But to me, when I'm Z-Man, the reason why you're part of the panel was because I told about if we could call it Chucha, South because none of them was Pagel. And this Pagel, ayinayo lanto esichaphakele estrategy sokuba makuthiwe isibhakabhaka siblue masive loo nto uthi uyakwazi uqeba siphepula axelele uba why
siphepula
abanye abantu bavele bathi yes no done case
okanye siblue kwathi ubani
no
siblue kwathi ubani ngasingamthikisi
but here you get a platform, you get a person who allows us. Now go, I'm happy when it's connected.
A lot of things actually connect.
So is that maybe not into something?
I'm surprised.
They're so alike that
is that the case?
It's in the sense of
cartoonized way.
As people, sihlala in different areas. Izinto ezinye siyazidilutha, ezinye sisenze ngendlela engamele senze ngazo. None. So in terms of Christianity and mhlambi indaba zamasiko, there are certain Christians in Ngaj. Sorry, mhlambi for Christians. Go back, look at, for example, ZCC, Zion, Christian Church.
But a lot of the practices are African. Yeah, they African-based Christianity.
So exactly the same, guys.
But Utingu Christ. I don't know how true it is, but
this is the Messiah himself, apparently.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
So we're not here to denounce anybody's beliefs or anything.
Just saying what is it called.
So the perspective, I'll say that it is very important as ba wena ungumntu uyeke ba ewelelani lenza ntoni when azicingele wena.
For once,
Now my spirit ekugqibeleni must be on the journey esiyizele. Yabo, I must be in sync with my travels here. I must seek balance at all times. I must. I want to corner the phrase when the stars align, when everything just works out. Yeah, very stars are in a fixed position, so they won't actually align. But then, when your stars align, that's when everything is
in power.
Yes, everything
is in sync.
Yes, exactly. Yabona apho izinto zakho ucela uba zonke izinto zakho ziyavuleka. Yabo, when you are connected spiritually to the world, to the universe itself. Yabo, izinto zakho ziyenzeka like so easily, so like
so much so that we think that
so
much so that we say the stars have aligned.
Yabona into enjalo le. So that's why when as a person you must always seek like spiritual growth was but
your spiritual
growth,
not group work, teamwork. Okay,
no.
I understand. I think now I'm starting to get happy and excited and fulfilled and
singathethi isitesi kube khona indawo ebese sifike kuyo ilibaleke usibaphaka sibashiya kwenze na ngenye imini mhla sibuya
sibende ogqibezela
okay singaphaki into eshingalasishebo ngenye imini perhaps we can wait for the comments.
Yeah, but
I like how we can shoot according to the questions now.
Yes.
But before we go away, guys, I want us to talk to finalize it with the summary of what has been discussed. I will start with when Mogami started to tell we are a kingdom. We've always been. Let's not use the word we were. We are a kingdom.
Yeah. Yes.
We are a kingdom as African people. Or we are a kingdom as people. Singacalucaluli mhlambe nase Europe by kingdom. According to the party.
Sithetha indaba yethu
You do sound like you're anti-white. Did you must summarize it? Abantu kwi-comments uthi wena bhukwana we're a kingdom.
Yeah.
A kingdom that has long been there since the times of Mansa Musa made reference to that.
Yes.
Times of Silas when he was still alive
yes.
made reference to that. And we've always been connected to the soil.
Yes. It's just to re-establish.
People must get back to themselves.
Yeah,
exactly.
Ugotuwa is not in the literal way of going to your mother's house, to yourself.
No.
If you get yourself in your mother's house, then go to your mother's house so that you can get yourself. Man here was, I need to go home after 5 months because something feels wrong.
Yeah.
He must go home to get to be with himself, reconnect with himself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Inner God or inner being. I don't like using the God because all the people always say, I also God. But
no,
I always believe
that, like with that, I don't know, like you'll find most Christians also say, you can't say that you are God. He says that you are God.
Me.
He says,
so
you
if
are
I'm
God.
a God, you are
yeah,
God.
he's Lord of Lords. Who are these lords that is Lord over? Because he's our Lord, which means we ourselves are lords. Kayena is just
the Lord of
Lord, yeah.
The one above.
Bruh, I go around and telling people, I'm a God. Because he says that be like God, so I am a God.
And I like that. I like how you say that. The Bible says we are made in his image.
He says that he
therefore what you see is what he is, and what you are is what you
okay, yes, we even spoke about things in the spirit. Let me just give you also a parting shot. Like people, like they don't want to see this. In the Bible, he says that he creates man so that we can have dominion here. That's why you need to have a prophet in the church to speak what God says. You need to have a sangoma in the world so that Iznyanya can speak to them because they don't have dominion here.
Yes.
Now we're speaking spiritual things to
Bona
spiritual people.
if uludidi bekwazi
Uzenzela,
ukuzikhalela
bezozenzela.
ibhoka bekezona.
Sofuneka
God himself, like
Agree,
like, God had to become flesh. He had to become Jesus or ongumuntu ophilayo so that he can effect the change that he wanted to. Because he said, let's give them dominion on earth. Akekho omunye umuntu one-dominion. USatan ufaka amadimoni wakhe emntwini ukuze kwenzeke izinto ezifunwa nguSatan. He can't just act by himself. Do you understand? So when I'm to okona, every person who's a person is spiritual.
Yes.
From my side.
Yes.
But you are spiritual, then the channels, there are different channels, the spirits.
Frequencies for connecting.
Yes, yabo. So you connect. Omnetina Christians, we say is connected through Jesus. That's our medium. That's our channel of communication. Networking. If 5G8, maybe not 5G is a corona, but if 5G8 is connecting high, and then omnyo connecting
Yes, you know what?
Yeah, boy.
You know what? I draw inspiration from this whole setup. So the setup. So the setup is that we were able to coexist.
Yeah.
That's
a lesson.
But
Yeah.
do you notice bongekho barriers you know, go on social media. You will see.
And then go ask for
your story. We had these stories.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching our series. And if you've watched up until this far, you're an OG. You deserve something, and we'll give you something.
CAMAGU to you.
CAMAGU to you and shit. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. Please like this video, drop comments on what you think, give us questions so that we can give us questions on the comment section so that these guys can come back and answer your questions, so that we can have more content. You see, this is how it happens. We produce for you and you produce for us those questions so that we make more videos. But yeah, as we're signing out, guys, do you want to plug your business yourself? Now is the time.
Find me
Ask me
on
how.
@mungameli_SA on Instagram.
I will
If you
put
got
it
questions, there's names and those Ted.
@_Gandu Z on Twitter. Uzoyithola handle yakhona at the bottom. And then look out for the businesses.
That's it. So if there's more you want to know about these guys, we're gonna check out their handles as we drop them. Pagwi description box. That's where you'll get them. But as for us, you know us. But yeah, guys, it's been 039. It's been 039 TV, guys. Thank you for watching our series. Till next time.
Salute.
Salutas.
Tryna give you my Ferrari. Money we fi chop like choppies. I dey buy you a Ferrari.